In this video, I'll be showing you how to do 5 mix and match nail designs that are perfect for Valentine's Day. You can mix and match these like I did for this manicure, or wear one alone on all your fingernails, and it's sure to be the perfect look for Valentine's Day. Let's get started. For this video, I'll be using a gel system, but you can do all of these looks with regular lacquer if you prefer. I started with a base coat to protect my natural nails, and I cured that. And for the first look, I'm going to begin with 2 coats of this sheer milky pink polish, curing that in between. Next, I'm going to be using a bright red polish and a tiny little detail brush. And by the way, I am planning on making an updated video of my favorite nail brushes, so be on the lookout for that soon. And I'm going to use that tiny little brush and the bright red gel polish, and I'm just going to create a classic French tip. When in doubt, go French tip. It's super popular right now and it's classic, and I think it looks especially pretty if you use a festive color. So like in this case, I'm just going to do red, but a bright pink would look cute, or you could even do 2 different colors. For the next look, I'm going to begin with a white base. I'm using 2 coats of a white gel polish, curing that in between. I probably should stop saying that because it's going to be the same case for all of these colors. For this look, I'm going to be using an assortment of pinks and hot pinks and some reds. And I'm going to start with the lightest shade of pink, and I'm going to create the outline of a heart, a little offset on my nail. You can do this right in the center. It's totally up to you. And then I'm just going to keep outlining the hearts, gradually going up in shades, kind of making an ombre effect. But if you don't have enough colors to do that, just do as many colors as you want and you'll still get the same effect. And obviously I am working with gel here, which I think is a little bit easier than working with nail lacquer, but you can definitely do this look with regular nail polish as well, or even acrylic paint. If you are using regular nail polish, I recommend working in thinner coats and just building the colors up till the opacity is where you want it, instead of going in with a thick layer. That's going to help with drying time and keep your nail from turning out too bumpy. And for the last layer, I actually did choose a different color, not one that was in the next step of the gradient, but I like how that looked better. Moving right along to the next design, I'm going to be using this bubblegum shade of pink polish, and then I'm going to use a red color, which is appropriately named Valentine, and I'm going to start by creating some S curves, and these are going to be the bodies for each of the flames. And I like to do these in different directions, but then taper the bottom part of each flame so that it gets thicker towards the bottom, and then just connect each flame with a smooth U shape. To get the flicks of the flame extra sharp, I do like to turn my brush and pull it up towards my cuticle, and I find that just helps get a nice sharp point. And to clean up the shape a little bit, I did go back in with that base color and I just carved out the flames so that they were nice and crisp. Oh, and I did cure between each color so that the colors do not bleed together. That's just because I'm using gel. If you're using acrylic paint or regular polish, you don't need to worry about that. Just make sure it's dry. For the base color of the next design, I'm going to be using this soft shade of pinky peach color, and then I'm going to use a hot pink, and I'm going to create the template for the checkered print I'm going to put over top. To do that, I'm creating 2 vertical lines going down my nail and then 2 going across horizontally. And when you're making those horizontal lines, I find it's easiest if you start on the opposite side of your nail with the brush and then roll your finger instead of pulling your brush. It just keeps those bristles straight, and I find I get better results doing it that way. Then I'm just going to fill in every other square on my nail, and I actually ended up taking out that bottom horizontal line just because my nail length isn't quite long enough to accommodate another row, but feel free to do as many squares on your nails as you can or want. And for the last design, I'm going to be incorporating 2 very popular nail trends right now, and that's again the French tip and a color block nail. So half of my nail, I'm just going to do a pink French tip, and I am using a tiny little detail brush to do this. And don't worry about it going over the middle point of the nail, because you're next just going to be dividing that nail in half and filling it in with another color. In this case, I used red, and I did use the brush from the bottle to get the bulk of the shape, and then I just made that line extra sharp with a detail brush. Finish with your favorite top coat. I'm using a shiny gel top coat, but this manicure would also look really cute in a matte finish. Man, isn't this such a cute manicure? I'm obsessed with it. I love all the different shades of pink and red, and it's very trendy too, having mix and match nails right now, which I'm loving, by the way. But I hope you like these too. I'll have all of the shades I used listed down in the description box, which I know I haven't been the best at, but I'm trying to be better this year, so go check it out. I'll have them there, I promise. If you'd like to watch more videos like this, you can just click on this little playlist button on the screen here. And as always, thank you so much for taking the time to stop by, and I'll see you next time. Bye!